So this is my first video, I guess ever. So I'm trying a new format. Well, I guess everything's new because it's my first video, but I'm gonna try to put the 360 footage somewhere over here, and I'm gonna keep me over here, and I'm just gonna talk to you guys as I drive here. So, you guys are doing good. Since my first video, I guess I'll introduce myself. My name is William Crowd, and I have a 370Z. It's pretty built. I'll show you guys, I'm sure. I have a whole bunch of shorts showing it too, but I've been thinking about this for a minute. Christmas Eve last year, and I got hit by a Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I was at a stoplight, and it took my car out, so I wasn't really able to make content like this. So the other day, I posted a video talking about creating a car content house. And I think that's like a super dope idea, just because I know a lot of car people, and every time I talk to a car person, they're always telling me about how the car scene doesn't really feel the same way that it used to. Same thing with car YouTubers. Like, I'm not gonna say names, but they just don't feel like they're as relatable anymore. They feel like their quality's kind of going downhill a little bit, or there's just a whole bunch of, I guess, different gaps that people are looking to have filled within the car scene. And I think that this could be really cool. And I also think this is a really good idea for anybody to get into, you know? If you have, because chances are, if you have a cool car, you probably have friends that also have cool cars. And then what's better than a house? Well, a house full of cool cars. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I want to do it by next year. So right now, just a current breakdown of where I'm at. I'm a realtor out here in Las Vegas. So I run an event promotion and organizing business where I create car events for businesses, and I also post every single car event that happens in Vegas every single day. And I'm also in college. I'm on my last year of college over at UNLV. And yeah, I think this would be really exciting. So my vision for it, right, is I'm seeing it being like the Fast and Furious house, you know, where they have like all of these different cars, you know, pulling up to like the average neighborhood house, you know what I mean? But everybody's friends. We all have, you know, cool food together. We all make content. And I mean, just the thought of that kind of excites me, because I'm sure a lot of us as kids loved the Fast and Furious movies. And I always thought about how cool having a house like that would be, of just like, it's all about family and cars. That's my thought process. I've also been seeing all of these clips of Agent at that streaming university talking about creating content and doing all these different houses and stuff like that, and I think that's like super motivating. And we have houses for literally everything. We have normal streamer houses, we have gamer houses, I mean, we have the Bop House, like we have houses for everything, but there's no car content house. And I don't know what that's about. Like, I think that would be super sick. I don't know if you guys are thinking about this stuff too, but I think it'd be really cool if this was like a trend. If people just started creating car content houses, or just anything that they're like actually care about, you know, that they would create content on the regular, you know. Man, I love this car. There's just something about a loud car that really can just put a smile on your face, you know. But anyway, I'd be really interested in how you guys feel about the current state of the car scene in the car content creation space. You know, like, who did you used to watch? Who do you currently watch? Who do you feel like is past their prime? Who do you feel like is in their prime? I feel like a lot of these car content creators are kind of in that late stage YouTuber, you know, where it's like, a lot of the reason why people don't think they're relatable is because they've been doing it so long that they've already had like an established career. And I think this when car scene was about community and having cars and building them out and doing what they wanted to them, and not as much about what's the latest thing or the biggest name or what's the craziest thing you do to your car or this, that, and the other, or having, you know, going out to conventions and just having straight up rollers that don't even run. I feel like we're missing something as a community that just used to be there but isn't there as much, you know. I think this could be a really cool opportunity. I don't know, there's just something about that whole Fast and Furious car house that really just speaks to me. Just an average neighborhood with a whole bunch of cool cars out front and people having a good time together. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get over real quick. Yeah, but it's something that just resonates, you know? And even car meets nowadays are like somewhat commercialized. You know, you have to pay to get tickets to park, or like, you know, it's just not, it doesn't feel like it's as community based anymore. Or I think that's half the fun, is like seeing all the same people that you like to hang out with, you know, and creating your crew and, you know, coming together as a community.